And welcome to I am MayorWatt, and today we're going to be talking about Starfield, 3 new drops straight out of Bethesda Softworks. Um, I, the 3 have no voiceover, they have no writing. The only thing I can think of is that they were created initially right before maybe the writing and voice, or I guess acting strike. And so these are seemingly a little hobbled, but they do tell a story. So let's get into the very first one. It's called Supra et Ultra. Sorry, Supra et Ultra. And it actually means above and beyond. I placed it right there. So let's get into this. I'm not sure if how much it's going to be representative of the actual story, but we'll go through this, and I'll be breaking it up as we go through it. Above and beyond. A galactic UPS, I think. All 3 of these are animated. There's music, but there isn't any voice acting. I'm not sure what they highlight Vanguard right there, but it must be something else, because that's not one of the 5 known factions. But they sign up to be a bounty hunter in this, it seems, because they're getting credits right there. That looks like one of the ships in the kind of introduction reel. So I think these are kind of interesting because they're definitely giving you some world building. So this is the United Colonies Vanguard. So that's one of the 5 that we know about. So it is specifically United Colonies Vanguard. Let me see something here. Let's see. From the fandom wiki about Starfield, it says the United Colonies is the most powerful faction in Starfield and one of 2 established governments in the settled systems. It's a centralized republic with numerous member colonies across the multiple star systems. And this is actually in our solar system. So there's other systems, and that arch that we see in the demo, or the trailer and the playthrough and stuff like that, that is the St. Louis Arch as far as I can tell. Let's see. Let's back up a little bit into this. So it looks like they started out as being kind of Interstellar UPS coming to drop their package off. And then deciding, you know what? I've got greater ambitions. That guy's kind of a tool. It's interesting that they just call it Vanguard and not United Colonies Vanguard. They don't really brand well around it, I suppose. Everybody knows it's Vanguard, right? And so for all their fighting, they end up getting more and more credits. Started out with a couple, and then you build up more and more. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can see, you know, cosplayers spinning up characters and having all of the gadgets and stuff. This seems like something that's going to have legs. So I dig this. Obviously, September 6th is when it comes out, and it'll be out on everything. I'm already signed up for it, so if there is an open beta or a closed beta and they allow it, then I'll be playing. If they allow talking about it, then great, but I doubt that. I'm in a couple of others that I'm waiting for word, so we'll see. I would love to be able to demo them like everybody else who's interested in Starfield. Let's go on to the next little demo, or I don't know what you call it, vignette of world building. This next one is called Starfield, the Settled Systems Where Hope is Built. Looks very Fifth Element. Introducing Aquila City. Must be older tech. Yikes. Oh no. Hey, freedom fighter. So yeah, there isn't anything in terms of words being exchanged. There's credits again. So in this one, we get introduced to Aquila City again. Aquila City, Aquila, Cheyenne. Get a little bit of world building about parents and family. Aspirations to fly. This will be fun. There's so much world building that is coming that I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about this stuff. This is so cool. And it's animated though, and not in-game play in any way. So I'm really curious. Um, what happened to the voice acting and to the writing? Because the story is here, but I figured that they would want to embrace some of the. They did such a well planned job of telling a story without any words that I'm kind of stymied for a reason. Maybe it was good enough and they didn't need it, or they were impacted by the WGA and writer strike. Is that look all about them remembering that time and kind of blaming them for the lack of the parts and the need to go hunting for this part, basically knocking on doors, and then to witness this person getting what looks like held up, robbed, possibly. And this is a kind of a running theme, I think, that we're going to experience in Starfield. We'll be witnessing stuff like that and choosing a path, because the next video or a little vignette of world building, let's go over to that right now. This one's called Starfield: The Settled Systems, The Hand That Feeds. I'm not sure what the company is that is being discussed here. It says here in the little caption, but two Neon Street rats, Ada and Harper, are partners in crime, eking out a living stealing from the wealthy partygoers that come to the Pleasure City to let loose when Ada is forced into a moral dilemma. She quickly catches the attention of the all-seeing Ryujin Industries, which is one of the 5 factions. But when you look at the logo, you don't really see that, which is why I said I'm not quite sure why the story is how it is. Anyway, bringing her an exciting new opportunity, but at what cost? So let's listen to this. Watch it, I should say. It's the same lead in, different location. This one is Neon. Apparently the Pleasure City. Ocean Planet Pleasure City. Well, that upgraded quick. I figured this was Ryujin right off of the bat, but when you look at the logo for Ryujin that I think is mostly available, yeah, it isn't that. But I figured it was Ryujin. Not quite what transpired there, because not quite sure what transpired there, because there wasn't anybody else. It was just this person, freaking out. And this style of animation is so heavy metal, from the 80s heavy metal. The movie heavy metal. I think it was 80s. Might have been early 70s or late 70s. Yep, join the corporation. I guess that's how you move on up. And that's all there is in this one. So, obviously, again, there's some struggle. We try and figure out what's going on in this whole universe. It seems that it's post-war. conflict. Everything is broken up and balkanized. People are struggling to get by. It seems like it's going to be a lot of world building that we can anticipate. I don't know about the storyline and how it all pervades all of these 1,000 systems, though. That's what I'm really interested in, because only 10% of the 1,000 systems, or about 100 systems, are going to have actual life and activity. I don't know about the other 900. It seems really weird that to try and hype up the idea that there's 1,000 planets when 900 of them are barren, just to make the statement that, well, space in the real world is, barren. Well, no, it doesn't have to be that way. We just don't know what is near us. We only have the space is so large that we can't get to things that might actually have life. And we can only see a sliver with any fidelity. So it just seems weird to me. I would prefer, and I hope that there are modders out there that are seeing this and take advantage of these 1,000 empty worlds to plop something out there, extend the story, the questing system, etc. Because there is a lot of room to grow. So these two are sitting there on the what amounts to a platform, and decide that they're going to turn into thieves and survive. We have discussions like this during the ohmTown Daily news show, where sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to survive. And yeah, exactly. That's that right there. Did I just say that? Yep. So this is going to be a blast. I dig the world building here. So again, I don't know why this person is just standing there all by the not Ada. This Ryujin courier, it seems, is just huddled in the corner. Others were apparently deleted. Why stick around? They seemed to have been able to get away, other than they were afraid, naturally. But there wasn't anybody else around. Not sure what's going on. And that's the symbol, but I'm going to have to look. I don't recall seeing the Ryujin symbol looking like that. I think it's always been the word Ryujin. Look at that. Get invited to the penthouse, sign a contract saying that you're going to be a hitter, and off you go. Welcome to the corporation. So there's 5 factions that are known right now, and I'm looking at a list of them. So there's Constellation, which is what you initially join, apparently. United Colonies, Freestar Collective, Crimson Fleet, which is kind of ragtag, and Ryujin Industries, and Ecliptic Mercenaries is one that I hadn't seen yet. So I don't know exactly if that one is a new one, but Constellation is the one that we end up joining. So in total that I see is 6, but 5 are the ones that I know of prior to today. So it looks like it's going to be fun, and I will end up, let me go back and read these. So the first one is titled Starfield, the Settled Systems, Supra et Ultra, which is above and beyond. And the description for this is: in the city of New Atlantis, capital of the United Colonies, Kent, a courier pilot, aspires to live in the most desirable part of the settled systems. After joining the UC Vanguard and working his way up to the capital's elite, Kent quickly realizes the adventures awaiting for him off-planet are what he truly longed for. And that, I'll throw that into the VOD and into the show notes. That's the first one. And then the next one is titled Starfield, the Settled Systems, where Hope is Built. And that is Vanna, an Aquila City orphan of the famous colony wars, desperately wants to explore the stars, and only one thing stands in her way: a broken ship. Her search for repair parts leads her throughout the city and into some unexpected danger as she closes in on her dream. There seems to be like a lot of scrounging around, and we don't really interact or start out as the upper crust. I don't know if that's going to be a perk later on, like in the character building phase when we actually get a chance to build our own characters. But we will see. And then I've already talked about this third one here. Two neon street rats, Ada and Harper, are partners in crime, eking out a living, stealing from the wealthy partygoers that come to the pleasure city to let loose. When Ada is forced into a moral dilemma, she quickly catches the attention of the all-seeing Ryujin Industries, bringing her an exciting new opportunity, but at what cost? Dun, dun, dun. So that's it, folks. All I wanted to do today was talk about these three. And if you are interested in this kind of stuff, follow ohmTown here. And because I'm going to be playing Starfield, if it lives up to the hype. I'm hyped, but I'm pretty pragmatic about these things. And so if it ends up kind of, falling on its face, then odds on I won't be playing it a lot. But this feels like other Bethesda games, and has the world building that I desire. It's in space. You're not really forced into a lot of the frenetic combat situations based on what I've seen and heard so far. And I love the world building. So with modders quickly in tow, I hope, maybe it's not going to be a single playthrough kind of situation, or even having to create a new character just to play through a unique line. Maybe you can go back and try again a different way, do different things, more quests, etc. Particularly with the mod builders. Mod designers do some pretty tremendous things. So hopefully it doesn't crash all the time. There's been a couple of mods that I've played that have been kind of quirky, but I'm hoping that this lives up to all the hype, and maybe I'll let some of that hype sink in and I'll embrace it more. So here comes some chill streams around Starfield, and I hope more of this gets dropped, and we'll see you in a few hours. We're going to do ohmTown Daily tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that's it. So without further ado, I'm out. I'm MayorWatt. That is Starfield, and 3 animated, no words, no spoken words, no voice acting, and just some atmospheric music telling some stories. So it'll be exciting to see these evolve. So see you in a little bit. Ciao.